In this lesson, we're looking at multi-step equations with variables on both sides. Now, before we start this lesson, this is a part of my free multi-step equations course. So if you want guided notes and practice to go along with the video, check out the link in the description of this video. All right, so now let's go ahead and get into it. Let's take a look at multi-step equations with variables on both sides. Today, we will use inverse operations to move variables to one side, combine like terms when needed, and solve equations that may also include the distributive property. So our quick strategies are we're going to get all variable terms on one side, all constants, meaning terms without a variable, on the other side, then divide to solve. All right, so now let's get started with problem number 1. So let's take a look at example 1 here. The first thing we want to always do is look to see if we have like terms on the same side. And if we do, we combine them. But here we see that we don't have any like terms on the same side. We have a 5x and a negative 2. Those are not like terms because one has a variable and one does not. And the same thing on the other side. So, but we can identify our like terms. We got 3x and 5x. And I like to combine my variables first. We can actually start this problem off 4 different ways, but I think the easiest way visually is to look at the variables, combine those first, and try to see what you could subtract. And I always want to subtract the larger from the smaller, or the smaller from the larger. So that 3x is positive, right? Since it's positive, I could subtract both sides. 3x. 5x minus 3x is 2x. Bring down that negative 2. And always remember to look at the signs in front of the term that you have. So we have that minus there. It comes down with that 2. We have this negative 4. It comes down with it. Okay. So always make sure to look at the signs in front. If they were plus, you would just bring it down. There's no need to put plus. All right. So now we're left with this two-step equation. With two-step, add or subtract first. And so our goal is to get that x by itself. So we're adding 2 because that's a minus 2. Bring down the 2x. Now we're left with negative 4 plus 2. Negative 4 plus 2 is a negative 2. So watch out for those negatives, okay? And our last up, again, we read this as 2 times x. 2 times x. So inverse is, the multiplication is division. So left with x equals a negative 2 divided by 2 is a negative 1. So x is negative 1. Let's check it. Plugging it in, 5 times negative 1 minus 2. And you can do this mentally if you want, but I like to show it. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5 minus 2. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Bring down that minus 4. Negative 5 minus 2 is a negative 7 equals negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7. So it checks out. So my answer is x equals negative 1. And this is just a word typed up looking a little neater for you. So if you prefer the neater work without my messy handwriting, I try my best. But here it is right here. All right. So now let's move on to example 2. So right here we have example 2. We always want to see if we have parentheses to see if we distribute first. And we do. We have this 3 times 1. And it's 3 times that negative 2. So I'm going to bring down everything else. 2k minus 5. 3 times 1 is 3. And 3 times negative 2k is negative 6k. Okay, so always look to see if you have parentheses and you would distribute first. So now this looks similar to problem 1. I want to combine my like terms. And so my like terms here are negative 6k and 2k. I could subtract 2k from 6k and get negative 8, right? Or I could add 6k. I'm going to choose to add the 6k. it's just easier to not have to deal with negatives. Okay. So if I add 6k, cancels here, keep it balanced. 2k plus 6k is 8k. Bring down that minus 5 and bring down that 3. And like I said, you could have done it the other way, but again, I just tried to eliminate using negatives because you could easily it's easier to make mistakes with negative, I think. All right. So now we have 8k minus 5 equals 3. Always want to add or subtract first when we have a two-step equation. So since that is a minus 5, we are going to add 5. We're left with 8k equals 3 plus 5. That is 8. So now we read this as 8 times k. Inverse of multiplication is division. All right. And I'm left with 8 divided by 8. K equals 1. So my lesson on multi-step equations with variables on one side, it goes through my inverse operations and keeping the equation balanced. Okay. So if you need to go back and review that, feel free to do that. All right, so my answer is k equals 1. Now I'm going to go ahead and check this. 2 times 1 minus 5 equals 3 times 1 minus 2 times 1. That's supposed to be a parentheses. All right, so now 2 times 1. So again, if you have a number and a letter, or a coefficient and a variable, or a number and a letter, right? That is multiplication. So we read that as 2 times k. So when we plug in for k, that's 2 times 1, okay? So 2 times 1 minus 5 equals. So now when we're solving or we're checking, we're going to do, not inverse operations, we're going to do order of operations. So parentheses right here. So this is so messy. 2 times 1, let me just clean that up a little. This is 2 times 1. Still not the greatest. But 2 times 1 is, of course, 2. And so inside, I'm left with 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is a negative 1. So on my left-hand side, I got 2 minus 5. That's negative 3. Right-hand side, I have 3 times negative 1, which is negative 3. And it does check out. But again, my answer is k equals 1. All right. So now I'm going to have you try some on your own. And again, this is just a slide showing needlework, okay? And I'm not going to have you try one on your own right now because I have one more problem that I'm going to go through with you. I forgot I added a third problem. So let's go ahead and do that third problem together. So this problem is a little longer, right? We see all these terms here. And you can take a look at the strategies I'm going to use on the right-hand side. So we want to distribute that negative sign through. So sometimes we make the mistake and say, okay, we don't see anything in front, but we can treat this like a negative 1. So if you multiply anything by negative 1, it just changes the sign. Or if you can treat it like a negative, say, okay, if I'm multiplying by a negative, it's going to change the signs inside parentheses. All right. I'm bringing down this 5. I don't want to write in red. Let me do blue. All right. So negative 1 times x, that's just going to be a negative x. We're going to put the 1. Negative 1 times 3, that is a negative 3. And on my right-hand side, we want to distribute that 2 through. So 2 times x is a 2x. That's a positive 2. But 2 times negative 3 is a negative 6. So please make sure you're looking at your signs, okay? Now, so I've done strategy 1, strategy 2. And now I want to see if I have like terms on the same side. And I do. I have a 5 and a negative 3 on my right-hand side. And I have a negative 1 and a negative 6 on my, did I say right or left? Left-hand side and right-hand side. I get my left and my right mixed up sometimes. But anyway, so if you have like terms on the same side, combine those first. Okay? Before you move anything across the equal sign, combine your like terms first on the same side. All right, so 5 minus 3. What is 5 minus 3? 5 minus 3 is 2. 2. And I bring down this x. Okay, so again, you're looking at that sign in front. I could say 5 plus negative 3, that's the same thing. All right. My right-hand side, I have negative 1 minus 6. I'm writing 6. It's negative 1 piece. Negative 1 minus 6, that is negative 7, right? So negative 7 plus 2x. I'm going to go ahead and erase our work up here. All right. And hopefully you caught that. I got my x. All right. Now, combine my terms on opposite sides by using inverse operations. And so I have a negative x here, right? And a positive 2x. I could subtract 2x from negative x and get negative 3x. I could absolutely do that. But again, like I mentioned, I like to keep things positive. And if possible, it's just easier. So I'm going to add x. And I'm left with a positive 3x. So bring down that 2. This is getting a little sloppy. And bring down that negative 7. 2x plus x is 3x. My handwriting is already not the best, and then I'm writing with this pen, but okay. So I've run out of space here. Well, I'm gonna go ahead, since I want to get this x by itself, I can go ahead and add 7. So hopefully you saw that I should do that next. 2 plus 7 is 9. This cancels. I'm left with 3x. And I'm gonna just rewrite what I have up here. 9 equals 3x. So that's 3 times x. So I divide both sides by 3. Cancels. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So x equals 3. All right, so that was a lot of steps. So if you have parentheses, distribute first. Always look at your signs. If you have like terms on the same side, combine those first. And then, and only then, you start moving things across the equal sign by using inverse operations. All right. Your last two-step equation, you always want to add or subtract first, then divide. All right, so now I'm going to have you try some problems on your own. And like I did the other two problems, I have the work here a little neater for you to see. And now we're finally going to have you try some problems on your own. So let's go ahead and get to those problems. Okay, we finally got into those practice problems I've been talking about for the past couple minutes. Problems 1 and 2 here. It looks like a lot, but break it down step by step. Remember, look for parentheses to see if you need to do the distributive property. Combine like terms if they're on the same side. Then start using your inverse operations. I'm going to give you a little hint. Just a little bit. I'm just going to do this. Problem 1. That's all I'm going to do. All right. For the second one, you will get a fraction. So don't think you're wrong if you get a fraction. You can get a fraction with these problems, okay? All right, so go ahead and pause the video and try these problems on your own. I have the answers right here. For the first problem, you should have gotten R equals 18. The second one, G equals 7, 6. All right, so hopefully you got it correct. If not, take a look at the steps a little longer. Just pause the video. But this is the end of the lesson, and I want to thank you for learning with me.